Welcome to another episode of the Hoosier Nerds podcast with Mikey and the two Chris's. Tim has to work till like 11 tonight, and it's like busy apparently, so he couldn't make it. Anyways, Mikey's in Florida visiting his parents, so we got Mikey on the phone, straight from Florida.
Hello.
We can all be jealous of the hot
Hello.
weather. Are you
Yeah,
going to Disney or Universal with Brad?
what's that?
Are you going to like a park with Brad?
Yeah, I think we planned on. I think we're going to Universal tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I know Busch Gardens is cheaper, but it's like, man, I was like, I don't know when I'll get another chance to go to Universal. And it's like, man, it's like
Are you
I've
doing
been wanting
both
to go to
parks?
Universal ever since they opened up Harry Potter World.
So you're doing both parks?
I don't know. I know he wants to. He looked at some of the rides, and I think he's interested in like a lot of the. He's interested in some of the aspects of both parks. So I think we are going to try to do both.
Do both parks.
But,
That's awesome, though.
yeah, it's a little bit more pricey than I would hope to pay for, but I think I'd regret it if I didn't go.
Yeah, you would. You would. Yeah, you definitely do both parks. Like you said, there's both. There's
I didn't know
Takes
Universal had two parks.
Yeah, they got Universal Studios and then they got Islands of Adventure. Dude, you got to ride the Hulk if it's working.
Yeah.
They were refurbishing it.
Because I was just really interested in Harry Potter World, which I think is just in Universal Studios.
No,
but
it's in
from
both
what Brad
sides.
said, yeah, from what Brad said, it kind of bleeds into both parks. So it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
you can take a train from one park to the other. You can take the Hogwarts Express. I believe.
Of course, yeah,
I wouldn't have expected anything different.
yeah.
Hey, there's a
It should be
Cinnabon
really fun
there,
anyway.
so if you want a Cinnabon, it's there.
Isn't Cinnabon kind of overrated?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's one right there at City Walk.
Oh, welcome
Come
to
to
Shit.
Shitty Walk!
Welcome to Shit Walk. Can I take your order,
Shitty Walk.
please?
But like the Hard Rock's there, and Margaritaville's there, and Bubba Gump's is there, and there's an awesome movie theater there, and there's Putt Putt, and I don't know what else is there because I ain't been there in like 6-7 years.
Well, Mikey will let us know.
Mikey will let us know. I'm
and then
excited.
you and I can plan a trip accordingly.
That's right, and leave him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to post some pictures on Twitter or whatnot.
Yeah, do that. That'd be awesome.
I'll definitely.
I liked your feed with your traveling feed. That was kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
There's a lot more I wanted to put on, but I was driving and I didn't feel like comfortable trying to do it. Like the times I did post was like I was just like maybe in traffic or I was just set the cruise. There wasn't a lot going around.
Right.
But like I did stop. It was funny. I did stop at a gas station and I was on one side of the pump, and then the person on the I was just trying to put my payment in. And as I was doing that, the whole thing fucking shook. I was like, "What the fuck?" I looked on the other side. Some dude drove away with the pump still in his gas tank.
Oh my god!
I mean, it had the quick attach or quick detach, so it was like no gas went everywhere, but he still pulled the hose out.
Wow.
I was like, man, I never seen anything like that. And then the gas station attendant came out, like stepped out the door, like, did I really just see that? I was like, that was fucking wild. You got out all nonchalant, was just like, it's like, I'm sorry. And they're like, no, it's okay, it happened. Alright, man. It's pretty wild. What else? And then I think I discovered like all my pet peeves. They just revolve around traveling, especially in the car. I guess. Like nobody knows like that the left lane is for like going fast.
Yep.
All right.
No, they don't. And no, you're right because nobody in Florida does the speed limit.
Yeah, it's 3 lanes of traffic there on the interstate.
Yes.
And then they're all going the same speed, and it's just like, come on. I mean, towards the end, I was starting to feel comfortable being on the interstate, and I was passing people go on the very right end. I was just
there's no.
It's fucking terrible.
I like the states where you have, if you're not passing, you have to be in the right lane.
No, in Florida. So the last time I went, so right before I married Becca, we went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
And I was tired because I was doing all the driving, and she took over in southern Georgia, and we got into Florida, and she's doing like 74 in the left lane.
Oh God.
And like I was getting nervous, and I'm like, "You've got to pull over, please. Let me drive." And her son's like, "Mom, let him drive. He's from here. He knows how to drive." And I'm doing 80. I'm like, "You've got to run the traffic. You cannot just do the speed limit. If traffic is going 80, you go 80, or you're going to get ran over. Or you're going to get ran off the road." Well, I'm not going to break the law. I'm like, everybody's breaking the law. It doesn't matter.
You'll get pulled over.
So I took over and I'm running 80, and like Mikey said, you use every lane because certain people will do 74 in the middle lane or the left lane, and they don't move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have to use the far right lane to get around people. Yeah, it's it's like a video game. It really is.
Yeah, I just turned on the Hans Zimmer Batman theme music and just weave it like a Batman, like in the Batmobiles. Yeah.
So you went down 75. So you went through Ocala. You could have stopped and said hi to my parents.
I don't know if I went. Did I go through Ocala?
Yeah, if you went down 75.
I think that was the spot where I actually went around it.
You can't go around it. That's 27. That's Tampa.
Hold on. Let me look.
You went around Georgia. You went around in Georgia.
No, I went through Georgia. I went through Atlanta.
No, yeah, but south of Atlanta, there's like another. What is south of Atlanta? And then
Macon.
Macon, you go around Macon. Or did you go?
Yeah, it takes 475. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you went through Ocala.
Okay.
You probably went around Tampa, didn't you? You didn't go. You didn't take 275. You didn't go into Tampa.
No. Oh, I kind of went like around because there was Ocala. Okay, yeah, I see. So I stopped at gas in Gainesville.
Okay.
And then like, I guess when I got done with that, I guess the fastest route was kind of going around, like not going all the way down through 75 to Ocala. Like it took me like just around it on 20. It says 27.
You took 20.
I kind of jumped on the side road out towards 27 to go around this accident. But
oh, okay. Well, 27. That's
I still went to Ocala. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. But like, it wasn't a bad drive. I mean, it was just the traffic. It's like I hate it. Like you slow down to 30 and then you inch forward like 20 miles, 15 miles per hour for 2-3 miles, and then you find out nobody's stopping for anything. There's no accident. They might have cleaned it up already, but there's no accident. The only thing I could think of, there's like people merging onto the interstate or something from a different spot. But I mean, there's nothing like why are we all slowing down?
You know what happens? This is what happens. Is somebody will pull off the side of the road, or they might have a car issue or something, or they just might be, maybe they did something and they pulled off because people are stupid. And they'll just pull over on the side of the interstate.
Yeah.
Like, to pee
I've seen a lot of cars.
Yeah, so what they'll do, so everybody slows down because that one car is parked on the side of the road. And it will back up traffic for 15, 20 miles. Easy.
Yeah, when all they should do is get a lane over and keep going the speed limit.
They should just go to the next exit and just...
Well, sometimes when nature calls, you gotta go.
I'm all about baby bladder, and I've never stopped on the interstate.
You gotta...
Yeah, I stopped. I only had to stop 3 times for gas,
That's pretty good.
and then 1 time just to use the bathroom, without getting gas. So every time I stopped for gas, I either went to the bathroom and ate.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Yeah. So it's like, I was just trying to stay on the road as much as possible.
That's a good idea.
I try to mostly eat in the car. Like I'll stop at go through like McDonald's and get something.
I'll
and keep
stop,
driving.
go inside, and go to the bathroom, and then I'll get my food to go.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
I don't. Yeah, I'm not wasting
sometimes,
half hour in a restaurant.
Sometimes if I just need to get out of my car and like stop focusing for a little bit, I'll stop at like a good old Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
No. You know why? Because you waste 40 minutes. You could be down the road that 40 minutes, and then you know what? You know what can happen in that 40 minutes? There could be a car accident. That delays you another hour.
And you know what happens at 40 minutes? You could be the one in the car accident.
This is the mentality. So there's this. You ever seen Spaceballs?
Of course I've seen Spaceballs.
Okay, what's the bumper sticker on the back of the RV say?
Shit, what does it say?
We brake for nobody. That's how you travel. That's how I travel. I learned that from my dad. And it was, if I had to go to the bathroom, imagine being like 12 years old and you got to pee, and Dad don't stop until the tank's empty. And
better whip it out the window.
Dude, I remember we went out west, and I'm like, Dad, how much gas do we have? He's like, 3/4 of the tank. And I'm like, no! I literally peed out in the middle of the desert right beside the road. I could not hold it anymore.
He's probably mad at you.
No, I give him crap about it all the time. And, I'm like, Dad, I'm going to have to pee. I'm going to pee my pants. I would start crying because it would hurt so bad because I'm trying to hold it. This is why you get a small drink.
No wonder you have bladder issues today.
It is. It's all that psychological.
Yeah, and it's like I definitely held it because I wanted to stop at a rest area. I didn't want to stop like that at a gas station. I wanted to go right off the interstate and then go right back on.
Right.
I didn't want to take an exit or anything. So, and the next one was like 30, 40 miles. And I was like, crap, I gotta go pee. So
yeah, but if you're doing 80, that's 15 minutes.
I held it for the 30, 40 miles. I was lucky nothing happened in between that, but I was really
That's why I love Kansas because the speed limit's 80, but everyone's going 90.
Yeah, Arizona's the same way.
I hit 90 a few times, but I didn't stay up there. I usually if I was in a good spot, I was hitting 84, 85 just on cruise. But
yeah.
I'll do about 77 because I can't afford a ticket. And then unless everybody's doing 80, then I will bump it up.
Yeah, 77, 78.
I was definitely matching traffic to the best of my ability, but I get impatient a lot. So just like, you know what? I've been on the road for 12 hours, move out the way.
So was there any car that would like come past you and then you would catch up to it and drive next to you and then it would pass you and then you would catch up to it?
Your travel buddy?
Oh my God, those people drive me freaking bananas.
Yeah, I mean,
I've stopped to pee just for those people, just so I could get away from them.
I hate
the people. I noticed it too much. I mean, just like I noticed there was this Corvette that I was hanging around for a couple miles, but like I picked the faster lane and I end up passing it, and then after like maybe a few minutes, it ends up getting free of that traffic and it catches up to me and then it's gone. But I didn't pay much attention to it.
I hate the people that they're going pretty fast and you can see them coming up behind you. So you get over for them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they get over with you because they decided that you're the rabbit.
Right.
You're the one that's going to get the ticket before they do.
And it seems to me nobody uses their freaking cruise, and that's why they catch up to you, pass you, and then fall back, and then.
I always use cruise.
I always use my
even
cruise.
Even when I'm driving in the bus, I use cruise control.
I use it going to Indianapolis. I use cruise.
Yeah.
Just on 31.
Kimberly was like, "Why do you use cruise control?" And I was like, "Because it's an option in the car."
Why not use cruise control?
I give my leg a break. I stretch out my leg a little.
Yeah.
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 Plus, it's the most efficient gas-wise.
Yeah. And my foot doesn't hurt anymore from having to put constant pressure.
Exactly. I made that trip. I made that trip in a U-Haul with no cruise.
Ew.
I just had it floored. Imagine, and it took me 18 hours to get from Florida to here.
I thought you were going to say it took you 18 miles to get up to speed.
No, it governed out about 75.
Okay, so you couldn't.
So I couldn't go any faster than 75.
Yeah.
But I had that thing floored, and there was no cruise.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Did you have to get out and walk in your
That's
hands?
why it took 18 hours, because your foot would you just have to. I'm like, I gotta stop. I can't. Or you put your left foot over.
Yeah.
And you had to do that. I mean, I bet you I made that trip. Probably twice a year for 20 years, maybe. So at least
there is something fun about road trips. Just cruising.
I love it. I'm going on one Thursday. I can't wait.
I do too. I really want to drive back. Back west. Just go drive west.
The key to driving out west, and I learned this from my dad because we drove out west, is the first day drive about 15 hours and get out there, because then your stops are 3 and 4 hours apart.
Yeah, you got to get past the boring part.
Yes.
Which the boring part drains you because you get tired of seeing the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone always. I know we talked about this before, but everyone's always saying Kansas is going to be the worst. I liked Kansas.
Go through Iowa.
No, I've gone through Iowa. Iowa sucks.
Iowa's awful.
Iowa sucks and Missouri sucks. I hate those two states.
Missouri, I didn't find Missouri that bad.
No, I hated Western Missouri.
Really? But I didn't go that far. But Kansas, I thought Kansas reminded me of Indiana.
I loved the rolling hills.
That you know what sucks is between Atlanta and the Florida border.
Yeah, that
sucks. That is a bitch. That is a long drive. And there's nothing. I mean, you got a few cities,
Yeah, but
it's still just a straight shot of boring.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Because you go from you go to Louisville. This is how you break it down. This is how we always broke it down. So you got Louisville, which is you got the city. Then you got nothing. Then you hit Nashville. Then that will give you a headache because Nashville's a pain in the ass. But you got the building and the football stadiums right there, and that's kind of cool.
I've never had issues driving through Nashville, but I've also gone at the right time.
Then you got the hills and the mountains, so it's kind of pretty. Mm-hmm. You get the outskirts of the Smokies, or the Appalachians, and then you go into Chattanooga, and Chattanooga's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you hit north of Atlanta, it starts to get trafficy, and then it's a bitch all the way down after that.
My dad, anytime we drive to Florida, he made it a point to go around Atlanta.
That's where all the trucks are.
Mm-hmm.
I will not go that way. Go straight through. It's faster.
Well, no, we as in go around Atlanta, as in we took the
bypass. Yeah, that's where all the semis go. So I said we go straight through. It's faster.
No. There was another. We didn't even get close to Atlanta.
Yeah, you take the bypass.
No, I'm not even saying the bypass. It's. Hold on.
What are you talking about? You
Hold
take
on.
485 or something like that, or something.
No.
Yes.
We took. Hold on.
You're crazy. You take the bypass. It's a big circle. It's 465.
Hold on. I can't believe. No, we went
285.
285, yeah.
No, but what my dad did is we went down through Alabama to Montgomery, then Montgomery over.
Oh, hell no!
It worked.
No.
Alabama's a boring drive.
Oh my God, that's insane, dude.
But we were also going. We were going to the Panhandle.
Well, I guess that's if you're going to the Panhandle. What'd you do? Take 75? You probably took 59 to Birmingham and then down?
Yeah.
Or you took 65 all the way down is what you did.
Well, we took 65 to Montgomery, and then I think we went. I think we took 231. I don't know. We were going to Panama.
Oh, PCB.
Well, it wasn't really Panama. It was it was halfway in between Pensacola and Panama, some city.
And you're in Fort Myers, right? Mikey?
Yeah.
That's where the Red Sox play spring training.
Fancy. I mean, cool, I guess.
You didn't know that? Yeah, they play there. And Thomas Edison's got a house down there somewhere. Well, he did. Like, he's dead now, but he doesn't.
What? He's dead now?
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Gosh.
You can go to the Thomas Edison house.
So, shall we get to our technically supposed to be our main topic?
Main topic, Ghostbusters
Speaking
Afterlife.
of dead people, Ghostbusters, dead people.
Yeah, dead people goes a good segue.
Ghostbusters, I said Ghostbusters, dead people. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Whatever. Basically, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think I said it on the podcast. I told you guys I didn't have high hopes for this movie. And I thought it was great. Sorry.
Jeez.
I gotta wake up at like 4:30. I'm sorry.
Why?
It's what time I wake up to get to work at 6.
4:30? If I run the 6:15, I get up at like 5:30.
That doesn't give me a time. I gotta wake up.
Oh, forget that's what the first run's for.
I'm sorry. I don't want to run somebody over.
I get up like at 5:30 if I can be there like 6:15. I swear to God. Anyway, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Mikey, thoughts? You went and saw it. You went yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. It's been a while since I've seen the trailer, and luckily, I was happy. I just saw I watched most of the first movie, Ghostbusters. It was on TV the night before, so I watched some of that.
Okay, cool.
So it prepared me and kind of got me into some of the little things, the little details that I ended up catching in this one. But yeah, I never really. I don't remember much of the trailer since they first showed it. I didn't really watch it, but
right.
And I don't I guess I could go off what Chris says. I didn't know what to expect of it. I didn't know what direction they were going to take it, I guess, but I loved it. It was awesome.
It was
Had
fun.
everything.
Yeah.
It had everything. If I were to expect something, it had everything. I think I would expect it. The show.
Well, it's getting the reviews. It's getting horrible reviews, which you can't go by. But this one stuck out to me. I read this somewhere, and I was kind of aggravated with whoever wrote it. Let me see if I can find it. I forget who wrote it. It says, some have called the movie fan service, too involved with its links to the original movies to be a series hit with new fans, and other similar comments. But that is exactly what audiences have been shouting out for. It is what they are expecting. And if Ghostbusters Afterlife delivers that, then what else really matters? That's exactly right. They gave me everything I wanted. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, well, the story's kind of weak. And no, it's not. The weird graphics are no, they did the graphics the way they did to match Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's not realistic, quote unquote. It's supposed to be cheesy, like the original movies.
It's not like when Lucas made R2-D2 fly in the prequels when he couldn't fly in the the originals. You know what I mean? They didn't drum up extra awesome special effects. They were basically the same special effects that were used back in '84 for the original. Mm-hmm. And they did it on purpose, which I think. But what people are sleeping on is you got to give it to McKenna Grace.
Yeah, she stole the show.
That movie.
She stole it, and we all thought the guy from
Paul Rudd.
No, the brother.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, we thought he was going to be the main guy.
Yeah, he played it, but he was great in his supporting role.
Yeah.
He really was. As the older brother, he was great. But for, she had been 12 or 13 when they filmed that movie, because she's 15 now. I looked her up on IMDb. I knew her from Young Sheldon. She matches Young Sheldon she's a brainiac like Sheldon is. And they played off really good together. So I knew her from Young Sheldon. But, the look they gave her to make her look like Egon... The glasses were the same kind of frames that Egon wore in the original Ghostbusters.
They never told us in the trailers. They never said it was going to be Egon's family.
No, but I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Just because she looked like him.
Yeah.
But if you noticed, when they go to the house, there's a stack of books.
Yeah.
that was proof right there that he was there already as a ghost, because that's from the original Ghostbusters.
I don't remember that.
It's at the beginning when they go to the library and they're investigating down in the basement.
I'm going to have to rewatch the original.
And there's a stack of books, and Egon comments on the stack of books. There's all kinds of little Easter eggs from the original movie in it. But for her to carry that movie as well as she did, I mean, she did a really, really good job. Mm-hmm. And the podcast was a great sidekick. The kid was funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cast was great, but
it wasn't a big
I
cast.
The whole cast.
Yeah, podcast was great.
But, no, I love the whole cast.
Yeah, the whole cast was good. Yeah, and I liked it. I mean, you had Paul Rudd, but he was just like a little side story, with the mom.
He was basically what's his face in the original one, the original Keymaster.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, he was basically Rick Moranis.
Yes, but I still can't get over the fact that that little girl carried that movie. I mean, that's a big movie. Mm-hmm. That's for him to for Jason Reitman to create those characters like he did and have the characters be kids instead of adults. Even like the teenage kids, like that worked at the drive-in. I mean, like Mikey said, the whole cast is great. So I'm looking forward to hopefully another movie with that cast.
I mean, they didn't say it wasn't going to happen, but they didn't really leave it that they were going to do a sequel.
But that ending was sad.
Yeah.
Kind of got you in the feels there.
What's his name? The guy that played Egon. Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis.
The animation on him to bring his he passed away. He's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the animation looked really good on his ghost. I leaned over to Chris and I was like, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, he is dead. That was great.
The only thing I was questioning was like, man, why isn't he saying anything? And then I find out he's dead. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
He died in 2014.
Yeah, he did get permission from the family to use his likeness and everything for the movie. And I didn't think it was a lot of people are saying that it's cheesy and it's shallow and it's just too much of a retro throwback. But you know what? After the disaster of the last one, I think this is the movie that everybody wanted.
Yeah, we didn't want.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna say none of those actresses are bad. It was just a bad movie.
Oh no, I love Kristen Wiig's hysterical.
Yeah.
I like Melissa McCarthy. She's hysterical. Yeah. But it was just a bad movie. It should have never been made.
Yeah.
And Jason Reitman said that. He said something to the effect of whenever they, like sometimes in war they send somebody out and they're the ones that gets all the bullets and all the crap and they get shot and that opens the door for everybody else afterwards for a victory. So he thanked Paul Feig for doing that, for giving, for putting that Ghostbusters out there, and it was really crappy because it gave him the opportunity to make a really good Ghostbusters movie.
I like how they kind of just didn't even acknowledge it ever happened.
It never happened. Mm-hmm. No, it never ever happened. It went straight from Ghostbusters and, whatever, Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
But
like
somebody was complaining that, and I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that how could they not know who the Ghostbusters were when it was on YouTube and all this stuff?
It was 30 years ago.
Right.
And how do they know it wasn't faked by that point?
Well, and that too, and then they said, well, podcast. Well, if he's like into the paranormal and his whole podcast, why would he know about the thing from New York from 30 years ago? But he's a kid. Yeah. And he's gonna overlook that. The only one who should know about it was Paul Rudd's character.
Yeah, and he instantly recognized everything.
Exactly, and he's like, it was on YouTube, and that's why. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube. I could say to a kid. Ask him about the Kennedy assassination today. A 13-year-old kid. He's not going to have a clue. But there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just using that as an example. But there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube, but they have to know what to look for. They have to somebody's got to suggest it to them or bring it up to them, and then they'll look it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, was just, it's like they're picking just to picking. Just leave the movie.
Well, look at it now. We have all the proof in the world that we landed on the moon, and people don't believe we landed on the moon.
Well, I just don't want to get punched by whoever.
Me? I'll punch you.
Who was it that punched somebody?
Not
Alan Shepard.
Oh.
The one's in John Glenn. It was the other one.
Oh, who was it? It was he's one that orbited, I think.
He was on the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz, yeah. He got tired of all the...
Yeah, somebody said that he faked it and he punched him in the face. But there's a lot of stuff that kids are dumb. I mean, I can remember, this is a true story, my stepdaughter, who's 23 now, she was in middle school, so she was probably 6th grade. And I picked her up from school, and it was December 7th.
Yeah.
So, I said, how was school today? Oh, it was good. So did you talk about Pearl Harbor? And her answer was, who's Pearl Harbor? Not what is Pearl Harbor, but who is Pearl Harbor?
That hurts.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, I don't know. So what is it? I'm like, really? Is it, I tried to explain to her what Pearl Harbor was. No, we didn't talk about it today. I was like, okay. So there's the answer to that. So Ghostbusters, go see it. Afterlife, you're going to enjoy. I want to go see it again. I might, when I'm in South Carolina this weekend, I might see if I can talk Dana into going to go see it.
I'm trying to get my parents to go, but they're all getting ready for Thanksgiving, so it might not be till next week. Because my parents loved the original ones.
Did you guys have a favorite joke that Phoebe's character said?
Oh.
Do you remember any of them?
You and I were the only ones laughing at him in the theater.
Dude, I loved all of them. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I can't remember any off the top of my head.
But I guess.
What did she say? I don't remember. I mean, she was hysterical.
One of them was, what do you call a dead polar bear?
Oh, yeah, those jokes!
It's nothing. It can't hear you anymore. Dead.
That's a great joke. I loved her jokes. Yeah, you're right. The jokes were hysterical.
Like I said, you and I were the only ones laughing at them in the theater, Chris.
Oh my god, that's sad. That was, oh my god, they were so good. And the timing was perfect. I mean,
she was so dry about it.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, I forgot about her jokes. That's right. See, now I gotta go see it again.
You're not freaking out about Paul. I can't think of Paul Rudd's character trying to
Gruberson?
sleep. You're not freaking out about Gruberson trying to sleep with your mom.
That was a great joke. Trying not to think about it.
I show emotion differently. On the outside, I'm cool and collected, but on the inside, I'm screaming.
Or when it Gozer, are you willing to offer yourself in sacrifice to me? And she says, what? And Gozer says, are you prepared to die? And she says, no, I'm only 12. Are you? A man runs into the doctor's office and says, help me, doctor, I'm shrinking. The doctor says, calm down, I only need you to be a little patient. See, that's funny stuff. Great movie. Go see it. Enjoy it. That's one of those movies that I'm talking about where you can just go and have fun and not have to think about anything for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This is the perfect movie for that. And it's got so much nostalgia. From the car to the proton pack that she could barely wear.
If I had one complaint, it was they didn't do the siren enough from the car.
Well,
I know I'm nitpicking on that, but I like how they brought. Do we want to? Okay, why do I always say this? Then we spoil it anyways. She had one phone call because she got arrested, and she called the Ghostbusters.
Oh, she called Ghostbusters. Yeah, she called Ray.
Yeah, Ray picked up, and she basically told him the story, And at the end, I'm glad that they brought the original cast in, at least for a little bit. It was a nice nod because the last one didn't bring him in. But it was a nice touching moment at the end. They didn't need to bring him in, but it was a nice addition.
Made $44 million.
That's it.
That's good. People aren't. I'll talk about. I want to bring this up when I talk about my MST thing, but that's pretty good. People still aren't going to the movies in a lot of places. So
true. People in California and New York can't leave their house without.
I don't know how much it cost to make. It grossed worldwide was $60 million. Opening weekend in America was 44. So I think that's pretty good considering. Let's see. Did Ghostbusters
Search how much it was production cost was.
Afterlife?
Oh, letting the boomer look this up.
Shut up! I got fat fingers.
I'm gonna find it before you even get close, probably.
No. 144.
It'll make its money back. Okay. So something Matt Damon said. They were interviewing Matt and talking to Matt Damon about.
Oh, wait, Afterlife only cost $75 million to make.
Really?
Yeah.
But I was just something.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Something Matt Damon said. Going, changing topics just a little bit. But he was talking about how streaming has kind of changed the game a little bit. Because, you might have a bad movie, but it makes up all of its money in DVD sales and VHS sales.
Yeah.
Now you don't have that.
Have that. No, you're right.
You either make up your money in theater or the movie was a bust. You don't have that second wave of money coming in anymore.
No.
Now people still buy Blu-rays and DVDs, but it's not like
you don't have the rentals.
You don't have Family Video buying thousands of copies.
That's how Austin Powers, it did average at the box office, and when it hit home video, it took off.
Well, that's
the very first Austin Powers movie.
I was gonna say Starship Troopers was probably the same way.
That movie was crap.
That movie's a classic.
A classic crap movie. They did it on Riff Tracks Live.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means everything.
They did Star Wars on Riff Tracks Live.
No, they didn't do it Riff Tracks Live. No, I mean I paid to go see Starship Troopers for them to make fun of it.
So did I. And that movie's a classically good.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, like Plan 9 from Outer Space and Hobgoblins.
They did the original zombie movie with George Romero.
Night of the Living Dead. That's right.
Yeah,
they did.
and that movie was a classic.
But it's crap too.
They did Birds.
No, they didn't. They did Birdemic.
No, they did Birds.
No, they did not do Birds. They did Birdemic.
I'm pretty sure they did Birds.
They did The Room. They did Birdemic. They did Hobgoblins. They did Pumpkinhead. But it wasn't live. It was like watching Riff Tracks like at home, like when we watch Jaws. So, no. No. Are we changing subjects now?
Yeah, we can talk about the movie you fell asleep in.
Which one?
Clifford.
Oh, Clifford's cute.
But you fell asleep.
I didn't go see it. It was on Paramount.
I know. I was going to watch it on Paramount.
It's a cute movie. Take your kids. Enjoy a good kid, family, dog.
But you're not answering my question. Why'd you fall asleep?
I was tired. Because I woke up at 7 a.m. I watched a Saturday. There wasn't any good college football games on.
No, you're right.
So I fell asleep during it.
You suck.
But it's okay. I mean, it's not a horrible movie. I mean, I only fell asleep like 20 minutes of it, but it's a cute movie. I don't know. It's about Clifford, the bigger. It's they get him as a puppy, and from Bridwell's animal place in Central Park. Bridwell, get it?
Yeah.
Which was John Cleese, and they take him home, and he turns into a big dog. And, he knocks shit over, and wacky hijinks ensue, and, It's Clifford. It's just like the books, really.
Okay.
Go see it, though. It's a cute movie. Or, watch it on Paramount with your girlfriend or by yourself. I don't care. However you want to do it.
Probably by yourself, because we all...
Yeah, or by yourselves. During the week. And I saw previews to a movie today. Speaking of, because the trailers were the same as always for every movie we've seen for the past year and a half. The trailers have all been the same, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of trailers, I don't know how many more trailers of the King's Man I can see.
I cannot wait for
I
that.
think I've seen the movie with how many trailers I've seen.
Bradley Cooper starring in a new movie coming out like December 7th. And what? Nightmare Alley. An ambitious carny with a talent for manipulating people with a few well-chosen words hooks up with a female psychiatrist who is even more dangerous than he is. He says that he's a psychic. He's a mind reader. It's called Nightmare Alley. It looks really, really good. December 17th is when it comes out. Guillermo del Toro movie.
Ooh, I love Guillermo del Toro.
Yes. It's got Bradley Cooper, Kate Blanchett, Willem Dafoe, and Rooney Mara in it. So, gosh, it's got a lot of people in it. Toni Collette's in it. Ron Perlman, Mary Steenburgen.
Ron Perlman is in anything if you pay him enough.
David Strathairn is in it.
No idea who that is.
Oh, he's been in 100. He was the lawyer in Jurassic Park. They got eaten on the toilet.
Oh. Clever girl.
Now you know who he is. He was Seward in Lincoln.
I didn't watch Lincoln. I watched Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which
you
is a
never saw Lincoln?
Nope, because Lincoln Vampire Hunter is a much better
With
movie.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Never seen it.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
Vampire Hunter was better.
Dude, Daniel Day-Lewis is so good.
I just never wanted to watch it.
It's really good. It's really, really, really good.
I mean, I don't doubt it's bad.
Sally Field should have won Best Supporting Actress that year, actually.
I just
Instead of I Dream a Dream song lady. Because she was only in it. It's a freaking 3-hour movie and she's in it for 20 minutes. Anne Hathaway. It's Les Miserables.
Oh, Les Mis.
She was in Les Miserables for like 20 minutes. She wins Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah, she died of like syphilis or something.
I don't know.
She got an STD and died.
She beat out Sally Field in Lincoln. She played Mary Todd Lincoln.
Well, because
She
everybody
played really good. She
everybody
was really
had a hard on for her at that point.
good. We still all do, don't
Yeah,
we?
true.
But Sally Field she should have won, honestly. But Daniel Day-Lewis as Abraham Lincoln pulls it off spectacular. You should watch it. He even goes off and tells these rambling stories, just like Lincoln did, and people would get aggravated. Because Lincoln had a story for everything. You know this one time, and the people are like, oh. Because that's the way Lincoln really was.
Speaking of, there's a Churchill from 2017 was a pretty good movie.
Well, I saw Churchill.
Did you? What was the other one? Downfall?
No, it was Good Night. No, not Good Night and Good Luck.
No. There was actual.
There was two of them, right?
There was one about him getting elected, like his early career and getting
Yes.
elected, and it ended with Dunkirk.
Churchill movies. You had what was it? I'm looking it up.
Darkest Hour. That was really good. Gary Oldman pulls off a great Churchill in that movie. I know we're getting a little off topic from
Non-sexual magazine that you jerk off to. Good Housekeeping. Sorry, just quoting Step Brothers since we said, since we said Darkest Hour together. I think it was your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
Albertosaurus.
John Stamos. Kylos.
You know what movie we need to watch? Velocipastor.
Yes, we do need to watch Velocipaster. But we also need to watch Gun, the next Andy Sedaris movie.
We do. We got a lot coming up. We got Thanksgiving, and we won't have an episode next week.
No, we will not.
But it'd be a perfect time to start, to watch an episode or watch one of the movies too.
Yeah, we can watch it. I want to get home next week, Monday.
Yeah. When do you get back, Mikey?
I'm leaving Saturday, so I'll be in town Sunday.
Okay.
I'll be home Monday about 5-ish. Because I'm not driving on Monday. Or Sunday.
You don't work Monday either.
No.
Lucky. I got a Drive Blue Line.
It won't be that bad.
It's the first of the month, and it's the beginning of Christmas season.
No, it ain't the first of the month. It's the 29th. People ain't gonna get paid yet.
Yeah, but it'll be that week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a shitty end of the week.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Speaking of shitty, I went to see Mystery Science Theater 3000 live, the Time Bubble tour yesterday.
How was it?
Spectacular.
You took your edgy...
My angsty, edgy friend, Josie, who designed our...
Yep.
She just designed our logo for us.
Mm-hmm.
Josie, 17. She said, but she's like, I find things funny, but I don't usually laugh out loud. Does that make sense? I'm like,
yeah,
it makes sense. She was laughing loud through the whole movie, which is a good sign. She had no clue what MST3K was. She had never heard it before.
How'd you sucker her into going?
Because she doesn't ever go anywhere, and she's like, yeah, I'll go. I tried to explain it to her. And I explained it to her yesterday. We went to Red Robin. Dude, we went to Red Robin there off of, in Carmel, or Westfield.
Carmel, Westfield, what's the difference right there?
The place was a ghost town.
Yeah, so this was something I talked a lot with Derek and Barron about. Red Robin sucks now.
Oh, no, the food was great. The service was good. There was nobody in the restaurant. I mean, granted, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but...
The last few times, like 4 or 5 times, I've not...
The only one that's been good is the one right there.
You're right. I went to the one Fort Wayne. It wasn't that good. The one there in Noblesville next to the IMAX theater.
Yes, that's crap.
That one's crap. But the couple times I went to the one in Carmel, Westfield, it wasn't that good either.
This one was fine. It was just empty. But what I was saying was about people not going to the movie. So I bought tickets the day they went on sale, and I bought second tier.
Speaking of, we need to buy Spider-Man tickets.
Yes. I agree. I bought second tier, which was the second level. You know, it's Clues Hall, so you have the ground floor, and it's a theater. Not like a movie theater. It is a theater where you go to see plays and singers and things like that. And dancing things. So
I have a fun story about Clues Hall after you're done.
You have a second tier, then you have a third tier. We were in the second tier. Almost the whole row in front of us was empty. There were seats in the front row on the stage that were empty. So, and everybody, I bet you of all the people that were there, me and 6 other people were not wearing a mask.
Jeez.
And I saw they sent me an email and it says, masks are required. And I'm like, well, they can give me one. Well, they didn't force one on me, and they didn't say you must wear a mask, so I didn't wear one. Josie was having anxiety, so she wore a mask because, she's a teenager. I get it. She kind of felt peer pressure because everybody else was. But seriously, that is not an exaggeration. There might have been 5 or 6 people, including me, who was not wearing a mask.
Well, you're vaccinated, so what do you...
But, so it was this movie called Making Contact. Written and directed by Roman Emmerich. Do we know who that is?
No, I don't.
The name sounds really familiar.
Oh, I hope I didn't... Roland Emmerich. I'm sorry.
No, still I don't.
Okay, that sounds even more familiar.
Really?
Doesn't help me nothing.
Okay, Roland Emmerich. Let's think of...
Oh, why does... See, Roland
Emmerich. He, think Independence Day.
Oh my, he makes... Okay, he's...
The Day After Tomorrow.
He's made a lot of good stuff.
Producer Midway.
Stargate.
So...
10,000 BC, which is a great movie.
Right. White House Down.
Universal Soldier.
Yes. Eight-Legged Freaks. The Patriot. So, he wrote and directed this movie in 1985. And so this kid's his dad dies, right? And he somehow gets these psychic powers and is able to talk to his dad on a toy phone. And there's this evil marionette for some reason, and I ain't figured out the connection there. But it has every pulp culture 80s thing that you could think of in this kid's bedroom. I saw the A-Team. I saw the Smurfs. I saw stuff from Sesame Street, the Muppets, the Cookie Monster. I saw Star Wars. Anything, like I said. And the thing is, where did the licensing come from with all this crap? Because did they have licensing back then? Because there were Star Wars posters on his wall. He had Return of the Jedi sheets. And then this kid dresses up like Darth Vader. And then Darth Vader comes out because this evil puppet uses whatever scares you the most against you. Which was Darth Vader with a red lightsaber, by the way. If that tells you anything. So...
Okay.
We still didn't figure out why he just didn't, like, burn the doll in a burn barrel.
Yeah.
Or he tried to bury it, and it came back, and... It was part Goonies. The E.T. was referenced in the movie. You got an E.T. mask. He's riding his bike through town like the Goonies, and like they are making fun of like any pop culture thing that you can think of. They're making fun of it while it's going on. Which some of the jokes went over her head, but that's okay.
She's young.
Yeah. I mean, they were like making Back to the Future jokes, and I got them, but she didn't. But it's a terrible, terrible movie. It was shot in Germany, I found out. But Roland Emmerich is the... he's the man behind it. And they kept showing, like, the phone would ring, you know? And they would like, it would lightning and stuff. Then they would show, like a bay of payphones next to a Krispy Kreme. I don't know what Krispy Kreme had to do with any of this. The kid never went to Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme was never mentioned in the movie. But it was this little bay of, like, payphones next to a Krispy Kreme donut shop.
Okay.
So... Yeah, when Joey's dad dies, Joey is starting to act strange. He's got psychic powers. He can talk to him on the phone. His red toy telephone. But what he doesn't know is that he is not talking to his dad. He is talking to an evil dummy, and the evil dummy is starting to make Joey's world a living nightmare. So, it's part 80s movie. It's part every 80s movie, every 80s kids movie. It's part of all of them trying to mix together. And I'm glad I saw it with the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Live. Emily Marsh was the riffer, per se. And
yeah, isn't it basically riff tracks?
No, it's Mystery Science Theater 3000. It had Crow T. Robot, and it had Tom Servo. And they're there in the corner of the theater, live and in person, and then you watch the movie. And but she did a great job. And then the Forester is played by Yvonne Fries, and she actually liked my Instagram post today. She actually posted on my Instagram post. I felt kind of special.
Oh.
Because I said that I took an angsty teen. So my post was, I took an angsty teenager to see Mystery Science Theater 3000 Live, and she was constantly laughing out loud, which she told me before the show she doesn't do often. This show is well put together and hilarious, just circulating the MST3K love to another generation. And Yvonne Fries wrote, "This warms my frigid heart." So I thought that was kind of awesome. So, if you have a chance to see Mystery Science Theater 3000 live, do it. It's well worth the money. It's 2 hours. I mean, and they would like take a break, like the TV show. And, you know, they would go back into, they come out on stage and they would do a little song and dance parody or something, or jokes about how you need endless crap just to make you feel better because you're lonely and don't have a life, so you buy more endless crap and endless crap. Then it was intermission, and they, you know, it was basically like, go buy souvenirs at the souvenir stand was what they were trying to do.
Go give us money.
Go give us money. So I got a t-shirt and a bag. It was a pretty awesome bag.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So that was my trip. So I took somebody who had never heard of Mystery Science Theater 3000, who had never heard of riff tracks, but she's like us. She likes to watch horrible movies to make fun of them. So this was right up her alley.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So she really enjoyed it. I told her next time we go to Riff Tracks, when they do a Riff Tracks, we'll take her along because she's the one that introduced me to Clown NATO, and so Mystery Science Theater 3000 is being offered to the youth of America. Yay!
Woo!
I think she's the youngest person there. Honestly.
I mean, it sounds like it. Come on now.
I said, "Did you tell your friends that you were going to this?" She says, "I just told them I was going to a nerd fest. It was too hard to explain." Okay. So shout out to Josie. She went. She had a good time. She enjoyed it a lot. She laughed out loud. And Josie's angsty. She wears all black, and she has a Slipknot T-shirt on. And she's got chains, and she's that girl. Black rimmed glasses, black dyed hair.
She's a goth.
I think it's emo now.
Well, there's differences.
I don't know the differences.
Watch South Park.
I know, right?
South Park.
I told her about that episode too. We were talking about South Park.
South Park legitimately describes the differences between emo and goth to a T.
But she's pretty awesome for 17. She's open to listening to more than just what her generation puts out in music. So I think that's awesome to come from a 17-year-old kid. Because I gave her the top 10 list, the Barstool top 10 list of female singers of all time.
Was Janis Joplin up there?
No! You want to read it? I'll go into
this.
She had a heart attack. She's like, "Where's Billie Holiday?" And I said, "Exactly."
You mean Billie Eilish?
No, Billie Holiday.
Oh. Billie Eilish isn't even that good in my opinion.
Okay, so Barstool put out a top 10 list of female singers. The greatest female singers of all time. Josie about had a heart attack when she heard this. So this is it. Top 10 female singers of all time. Number 10, we have Addison Rae. Which Josie said, "You're effing kidding me, right?"
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, no.
Number 9 was Adele.
Okay, I can agree with that.
She should be higher.
8 was Tina Turner.
Okay.
Number 7, Ashley Simpson.
No, yeah.
Okay, get out of here with that.
Number 6 was Beyonce.
Okay, I can should be higher, but I can accept it.
5 was Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Should higher.
4 was Lady Gaga.
No.
Oh, she could be a little higher.
3 was JoJo.
She's in top 10.
No.
Get the fuck.
Get that fuck out of there.
2 was Whitney Houston.
I can accept that.
Only until but she was only good for so long until drugs overtook her brain and she was just horrible. Number 1 that you've got is Mariah Carey.
Okay, I can accept that too.
I can't because there's no Carole King, there's no Janice Ian, there's no Carly Simon, no Shirley Bassey. Where's Barbra Streisand? I don't like Barbra Streisand, but she can sing. Where's Ella Fitzgerald or Judy Garland? Where do you put those on the list?
Who? Again? Sorry.
Gladys Knight.
Oh, jeez.
Gladys Knight, Judy Garland, Ella Fitzgerald, Barbra Streisand. They're not in the top 10.
Janis Joplin.
Well, she was more... I mean, where's Mama Cass?
Yeah.
There's so many people... Like Josie said, where's Billie Holiday?
I wouldn't... you can't add all those. You can't add all those ladies, but you can't... There's certain ones like Ashley Simpson and Addison Rae and JoJo. Why are they even in there?
Top 10 female singers of all time. This is according to Barstool.
Yeah.
Barstool's really losing credibility.
It's also Barstool who just wants clicks.
Well, I got this off of a retweet from Jenny Driesler.
Well, but that's the point. It's getting clicks, though. They're staying relevant because we're talking about it.
Jenny Driesler did like my answer. Where are all these people? Where's all these singers at? I mean, I love freaking Carole King. I think she's phenomenal. But I mean, no Ella Fitzgerald. Can you believe that? No Ella Fitzgerald in the top 10? Even Gladys Knight. I mean, she's leaving. He's leaving. On that midnight train to Georgia. Getting on a midnight train. Woo woo! I mean, seriously, people.
I mean, heck, I would even put Missy Elliott. Like, where's Missy Elliott?
I wouldn't put her in the top 10.
Really?
No.
What about Fergalicious?
She's actually a good singer.
She had that one bad time at when the Colts Super Bowl halftime show was not their fault.
No, they had bad sound.
Yeah.
I saw them on that tour that year, and they were so good.
Yeah, they had something happened.
Yeah.
And then when she tried to sing the national anthem, I don't know what happened there, but she was really bad.
Yeah, they're missing. That's just a terrible list. I don't even know what to say to that. There's so much that's not like.
Hey, Mikey, would you put T Swift up there?
Now!
Top 10? No, I probably wouldn't put her top 10. Top 20, yeah.
No. Not even.
Amy Winehouse.
Definitely.
Oh my God, she can sing. Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. Died way too soon. Dolly? Would you put Dolly in there?
I would put Dolly up there. Yeah. Definitely.
I'm legit on Google just like searching female singers because I can't think of many. You know, I can think of them, but I can't think of them. Shania Twain, not really.
I mean,
top 50.
There's a lot of good country ones.
Yeah. Britney?
She's been around a long time, and she puts,
when Britney has a song come out, it's good.
Where's Pink?
True. Shakira? Carrie Underwood?
Yeah. Where's Kelly Clarkson?
I don't know. But like I said, all it is Barstool trying to stay relevant because they don't have their XM channel anymore.
Bette Midler.
Anyways, anyone have anything else to add? We have other topics. But we can
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion has one song.
Are you freaking kidding me?
She's overrated.
You just mentioned Taylor Swift, and you're saying that Celine Dion is overrated?
Wherever.
If it wasn't for Titanic, thanks, Mikey.
She was big before freaking Titanic.
She's only big because of it now.
No. Let's see.
She needs to get out of Vegas, too.
Why?
I don't know.
What's she have out? Let's see. All by myself. The Power of Love. That's the way it is. I mean, come on. She sang Beauty and the Beast. A tribute to Beauty and the Beast.
A tribute. Oh, yeah, Alicia Keys.
Where's the Madonna?
She's gone kind of nuts.
But you know, me and Josie talked about this. We was talking about how music's shitty today. And everybody sounds the same. And we were talking about people that reinvent themselves. And Madonna has constantly reinvented herself. Even Britney's reinvented herself.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga reinvents herself.
Yeah. T Swift.
I would stop with Taylor Swift. She doesn't. She's the
yes,
same.
She did.
No, she didn't.
She went from country to country pop to pop.
She's been bubblegum ever since she came out. That's all she is bubblegum. She's just she turns out songs with 6 different writers.
Well, that's any. Look at the writers of any popular song right now. They're not the people that sing them.
That's right.
Any of Beyonce's,
terrible.
Any of Beyonce, Nicki Minaj,
Exactly.
any of them. Heck,
you're making my point.
Yeah,
they're all shitty. That's what I'm saying. One person wrote Bohemian Rhapsody.
Freddie Mercury.
One person wrote November Rain.
I don't know who that is.
Axl Rose.
Okay.
I mean, no, Taylor Swift has not reinvented herself. She just puts the same shitty music every time. Always. I would take, and Lady Gaga, what I love about Lady Gaga is she puts out music that people want to hear. But the real Lady Gaga is the one who can put it down with just turn a piano. She's that good. She can, at this point, she can put out anything she wants.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she really can. But she can, I mean, she sang that song with frickin' Bradley Cooper and won an Oscar. That's the Lady Gaga. She's got a voice. She is a singer. Taylor Swift can't touch her with a 10-foot pole. All Taylor Swift is a
Excuse me. But Beyonce, wait, how did Kanye do it?
Exactly. Excuse me, yeah, right?
I'm going to let you finish. No, but next week me and Tim, if Tim's with us next week, which hopefully he is, we can talk about the new Star Trek season for Discovery. Um, I've been rewatching the Matrix trilogy, and I'm going to watch the third movie this week at some point.
Do you want to know the IMDb top 10 female singers?
Yeah, let's do it. IMDb. I trust them more than I trust
IMDb's
Barstool.
top 10 is, you got number 10, you have Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Number 9, you have Shaka Khan. I can see that.
I don't know who Shaka Khan is.
Number 8, you have Dionne Warwick.
Okay.
Number 7, Billie Holiday. They got Kate Bush at number 6. That one's a surprise.
Is that a bit of a stretch? I don't know.
She's a good singer.
I don't know who that is.
Tina Turner at number 5. Donna Summer at number 4. Aretha Franklin at number 3. Diana Ross at number 2. And at number 1 they have Madonna.
I can accept that list.
I can accept that list, but Cher is at number 13.
See, I can accept that list because at least they don't have JoJo.
Ella Fitzgerald's at 18.
That might be a bit low, but
Karen Carpenter at 22.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, Etta James at 26. Stevie Nicks. Christina Aguilera.
She can sing just like Gaga. She was the number 2,
They
unfortunately.
got Carly Simon at 40, Adele at 43, Britney Spears at 44.
That's a bit low for Adele. Have you listened to any of Adele's new music that came out?
She's so good. Jewel at 53.
Have you listened to any of her new
They've
album?
got Paula Abdul above. No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't listen to Adele. 55, they have Paula Abdul, and they have Mariah Carey at 57.
Okay, well.
Sarah McLachlan. There's Janis Joplin, number 72. There you go.
Well, she didn't have a lot of music.
Ahead of
anyways.
Pat Benatar. Amy Winehouse at 79.
That's too low.
Norah Jones at 83. Where's Carole King? Barbara Streisand at 85. Leanne Rimes at 88. Jessica Simpson at 92. Jessica Simpson ahead of Dolly Parton.
All right, let's wrap it up because Chris has got to go to sleep.
Yeah, we know the real reason. It's not has to do with sleep.
Yes, it does. Mikey or anybody have a shower thought before we go?
I kind of wrote down something. I don't know if you might consider it a shower thought, but it's like it was interesting thought, I guess, in the capitalism. You ever I know we've all decided to go to fast food restaurants or whatnot, and it's like, do you really want to go or do you really not? And then you make the decision, okay, I'm gonna go. So when you pull in, they make it the way landscaping works. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh man, you made a good decision coming here. It's like, oh, it looks good and everything looks nice, but as soon as you order, they have you. They got you. Because once you round that menu board, it looks like trash. You got all the electrical equipment and power. The landscaping doesn't look as good. I mean, I just found it funny. It's like, man, it's like they invite you over here. They reel you in. They attract you, and then once they got you, they don't even care anymore.
I never thought about that.
They already got your money.
He's right. He's right. And now, have you ever gone to a fast food restaurant and eaten it, and it's so bad, you feel bad because you feel like you wasted a meal?
Yes.
God, I just wasted dinner on that.
But yeah, we just went to I went to Steak and Shake today, and they have these self-serve kiosks now. So we went inside. So just like Taco Bell has inside their restaurant, or sometimes at some McDonald's, you can just go to a kiosk and order what you want, and then they'll call out your number. So we did that, and then we sat in the chair, and they called. We were like 116. They called 114. They called 115, and then they called 117, and called one. Like, okay, what? So we sat there a little bit longer, and they called 120, and we're like, okay, there's something's up. And then, like, my dad went up there, and he was like, they didn't call us. And then apparently they tried to tell him that they called 116. Like, no, we listened to every other number except 116. They never called us. Those bastards. And we waited for like 20 minutes.
That happened to me in frickin' Missouri at a Burger King. And they never called my number. And I finally said out loud, "It's a frickin' Big Mac. What is taking so long?"
Yeah.
And then the manager handed me my food, didn't say, "Sorry for your wait, sorry for the holdup."
Yeah.
No, not even "have a nice day," nothing. She called my number, gave it to me, and turned around and went the other direction.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off.
What happened, Mikey? Did they eventually give you...
So apparently they had to make it they had to make it again, even though they don't think they made it in the first place.
Right.
And then the second time, like, it was kind of thrown together real quickly. And I was like, man, I just had a double cheeseburger, and it was nothing special. It was like, gosh. I wasn't too impressed with it. I'm not really too impressed with Steak and Shake in the first place, but...
Yeah, we know.
I like Steak and Shake, but you got to get like the tripled hamburger to get anything.
I always get a double cheeseburger with everything.
I get a triple.
But I must say, at Red Robin yesterday, I got a chocolate milkshake. And
you always get one there.
Pretty freaking good. I am not lying. The food was really good.
Well, next time we do go to Indy for a movie, we got to go to Red Robin's. We got to make time. You and I got to get off work on the same day or something. If they'll let us.
Well, I don't know if you're stuck on Charlie. It just takes me being, in the morning. You're in the morning, and we can go then.
Yeah.
We can, seriously, you get off work, and then we can just head down and go to lunch.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I feel like I'm going to be stuck on Charlie, but that's a conversation for another day. I was going to talk to Jan about it this week, I think. Be like, I might pull seniority and bring John back to, or over to Charlie and be a dick about it.
Good luck with that.
Anyways, that shower thought actually hit me, Mikey. The whole...
yeah, he's right, though.
Yeah, because you think of like Wendy's. Like, Wendy's looks all nice until you get around that corner, and then all of a sudden it's like...
Every place is like that.
Well, I'm just thinking...
Yeah, they got your money, and now they don't care.
My favorite part is where you put your order in, and you round it, and then the kid brings out the big-ass bag of trash out the back door.
Yeah.
And drags it across the parking lot. Yeah.
And there's like gunk or...
Yeah, like crap, it's like a trail.
Yeah.
All the way to the dumpster.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to give a shout out to Bo. You can watch him at the F and Boski on Twitch. He and I were playing some Battlefield today. It was pretty good. We didn't have any issue. The only issue we had was my game crashed at the very end, but I was getting off anyways after that game, so it wasn't a big deal. I can't read it because it's shaking.
It says Nightmare Alley on my Facebook feed.
He was shaking his phone at me,
I'm mad,
and I couldn't
it's
read
the
it.
Trailer to Nightmare Alley. I just brought up Nightmare Alley, and it's on my Facebook feed because they're listening to us, and not on the microphone.
The Illuminati. Anyways, you can listen to us at Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Amazon, or iTunes. I always forget one.
Did you get TuneIn?
Yeah, I got TuneIn.
So it's Amazon, Spotify, TuneIn, iTunes.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it.
And YouTube.
You can message us and catch us on Twitter, Facebook.
And you never have to know your nerds that are us.
Exactly, because that's them.